for every employee, because now, rather than hand out hard tokens, you can now get a soft token and load it in your BlackBerry, your iPhone. Well, having the token file is analogous to actually having the token. So I copied all the tokens, because this was a legitimate pen test. And then I looked at who was last issued the token. And it turned out some director of some department sent a token a week ago. So I did a little bit of information gathering and found out the names of the individuals that worked at the help desk. And there was a guy named Steve. So I simply called the lady that was issued the token. I go, hey, hi Bonnie, this is Steve over at the help desk. Did you get that RSA token ID working in your BlackBerry? She goes, yes, I did. So-and-so helped me install it last week. Over the weekend, I was logged into the network, and everything's working great. I said, that's fantastic. But even better, we just upgraded our RSA Secure ID software, so I need to walk you through resetting everything. She goes, okay, Steve, I'll be right over at the help desk. I'll be there in 15 minutes. Well, of course, I was 3,000 miles away. I wasn't at their help desk. I said, well, that's no problem. You can come over. I can help you over the phone. It'll take 10 to 15, maybe 10 minutes if you come over to the help desk. But if I do it over the phone, 2 minutes. She goes, okay, let's do it over the phone. I said, okay, Bonnie, well, let me verify we have accurate information on you. And I already had access to the file servers. So I had her, I said, her name, her email address, her cubicle number, and only an authorized employee would know this information. I'm just telling her what it is. Then I go, okay, Bonnie, I have to reset you up in the system, and I'm typing on a keyboard to make it sound like I'm communicating with a computer. I said, one thing I need to do is we need to create you a new PIN code for RSA security. So pick a new PIN. Well, knowing how the human nature, I knew that she was going to likely choose the same new PIN as her current PIN. So she told me her PIN was like 3424. I said, Bonnie, we show that as your current PIN. She goes, yeah, that's my current PIN too. I rolled my eyes, of course. I said, okay, no problem. We'll go ahead and set that PIN, and you should be good to go this weekend. Thank you very much, goodbye. I mean, this is 2 weeks ago, right? And it worked. Why did this work? I knew she was recently issued a token. I knew she had a BlackBerry, and I knew her email address, her cubicle number, and all this information, so it made me appear credible. And it worked like a charm. So now that I had the token and I had the PIN, I had complete access to the network through their Secure ID portal. But let me tell you a better story. I'm sure you guys want to hear a story from my unethical hacking past, right? Everybody does. All right, I'll share it. So rewind back to 1993. I was living in Denver, Colorado, under the name of Eric Weiss. Why? Because there were certain federal agencies like the FBI that were looking for me, so I wasn't going to use the name Kevin Mitnick. Why did I choose the name Eric Weiss? Because that was the real name of my idol magician, Harry Houdini. I thought I had a sense of humor, but I was quick to learn that the FBI had no sense of humor. But anyway, that's a story for another day. So I actually acquired a job at a law firm under my alternate identity. And one of my colleagues handed me this brochure for the Microtac ultralight cell phone. And this cell phone, mind you, 1993 was like the iPhone today. It kind of reminded me like of the Star Trek communicator. Kind of cool. And as a hacker, I wanted to understand how this telephone worked, the protocols, how it interfaced with the telephone network. I wanted access to the source code, right? To the secret recipe. So one day, it was 3 o'clock in Denver, Colorado, and I left the firm early. And when I went down to the lobby floor, it was a 50-story building. We actually occupied the top 5 floors of downtown Denver. I powered on my cell phone. Incidentally, not my name either. So the first number I called was directory assistance. And I asked for the telephone number from Motorola. They're the company that manufactures the Microtac ultralight. And of course, the directory systems operator gave me the toll-free number to Motorola Corporation. Got the number, I go, hi, this is Rick. I'm looking for the project manager of the MicroTac Ultralight project. And the lady at Motorola, the receptionist, said, oh sir, no problem. All our cellular phone development is handled out of Schaumburg, Illinois. Would you like their telephone number? Sure. She gave me the phone number, that was my next call. I call Schaumburg, Illinois, to Motorola. And I get a receptionist. I said, hi, I'm looking for the project manager for the MicroTac Ultralight project. I'm transferred around 2, 3, 4. By the 8th time, I'm talking to the vice president for R&D for all of Motorola. And by that time, during these 8 calls, I realized they had another R&D facility in Arlington Heights. So I go, hi, this is Rick. Over at Arlington Heights, and I'm looking for the project manager for the MicroTac project. And the VP of R&D goes, oh, that's Pam, she works for me. Would you like her telephone number? Sure. Gave me her phone number. He goes, can I help you with anything else? I go, no, that was it. Thank you very much. Call ends. So who's my next call to? I call Pam. But I didn't get Pam. What I did get is her voicemail outgoing greeting. And what she told her callers is she just left on a 2-week vacation and she'd be returning on such and such date in the future. And if you had any problems whatsoever, to call Alicia on extension blah blah blah. So that was a very nice piece of valuable information. Alicia. So who's my next call to? Alicia. I go, hi Alicia, this is Rick with R&D in Arlington Heights. How are you doing today? She goes, fine, how are you, Rick? I go, I'm doing great. I said, did Pam leave on vacation yet? Because when I spoke to her a week ago, she said she might be on vacation for a couple weeks. Oh, she did leave on vacation. Well,